Wow, you came a long way from home. You should be proud of yourselves. But prepared for flashing. I never miss a target once I get them in my sights. I mean, alright, that's what the last dude pretty much said. He says the real battle begins here, but we'll be the judge of that. Salutations everybody, welcome to or welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Colosseum. Yes, we are still in Mt.Battle because, well, I mean, I wanted to level up our Pokemon, which I did, because I wanted to also get ourselves lots of Pokeballs and health potions and stuff like that, so there's that, and I don't believe Mudshot really do good on either of these, so we'll just use Surf, because I'm pretty sure Trapinch is a ground-type Pokemon, if I remember Surfly right, and we have the Water Grass, so that really doesn't do much for us. At the same time, I hope it also doesn't use a Grass-type move against Zipper, otherwise it might KO it. Don't really know, but either way we should be fine. And the reason why I have Quagsire out here is because I know that this last over here has a few ground-type Pokemon. Maybe a Rock-type, I don't really know actually, but either way it should work out for us. And two Barboaches, I think? No, it was Trapinch that we just KO'd there. Never mind, don't mind me. That's another reason why I wanted to bring out Quagsire too, so that we may, use Rain Dance and completely wipe away the Sandstorm. Oops, and Sleep Powder didn't miss this time, so there's that going on for us. But also, for whatever reason, she has two Trapinches. I mean, I guess it would be a good idea if Sandstorm was actually set up properly for her, but at the same time, like, bye. But also we're gonna slowly get Little Leap down, but at least with the power of Rainstorm, at least it does a little bit more damage, even though this thing will slowly regain health because it used a root move. I don't remember what it's called, but there, as you can see there. It's also its last Pokemon apparently, so that's good to know. We'll just use Mega Drain and we'll just continue to Surf because I'm pretty sure that's going to do more damage than Mudshot. And Quagsire, please go first. Although I'm pretty sure it wouldn't really do much for her anyways considering her Pokemon's asleep. But still. Also, just to let you guys know, if I'm talking and randomly swatting like this, it's because I got a gnat that's just hovering around my face. And I keep almost inhaling it because, gnats and flies and stuff just like to go all the way up here. Just like, bruh. My target got away. No, your target didn't get away. Your target became your target. I don't know if that even makes sense, but oh well. Next time we meet, I really won't let you escape. I mean, sure, bring it on again. Although I know that you won't actually refight it, but still. That would be interesting if she was the only one that she could actually refight. Hello. If you want to get by me, you have to watch my performance. Okay, let the show begin. I really like the performance NPC considering that's all they really want to do. Of course they want to fight too, but battling is a part of their performance, which I actually kind of appreciate. I realize I should probably have switched my Pokemon out, but it's fine. I'm pretty sure we're okay with what we have over here. I'm definitely going to switch at least Momo out once we get to the last battle, which should be coming up. I think it's still only like 10, but see about that. And I don't believe we can switch Pokemon out too in battle, because I think part of this segment of Mt.Battle doesn't allow that. I'm not really sure, but either way, this should still be an easy fight for us. And there goes little Zipper. See, that's why I was like, oh shoot, if I had known that she was gonna send out a Kecleon apparently, I would have switched out the Pokemon. But thankfully, we have lots of things that could damage this little thing, so it won't be at vain and we could get revenge for little Zipper. But it also means we should probably go back and, heal our Pokemon, especially saying that will give us, PP and stuff like that. So dang, Momo's speedy. So it used to just be Al that was outspeeding Momo, but no, Momo's just outspeeding all the Pokemon. I'm pretty sure even Espeon, because I think it paired up Momo with Espeon, and just by like this much, she was more speedy. And goodbye little Kecleon, best in peace little thing downed by a flying type move, which just makes sense because it KOs it. But also speaking of, it's funny because Kidabra just came out, but also speaking of Espeon and types, I think it's interesting how in Gen 1, I don't know if this has changed or not, this is just something that I read about, that apparently, I believe it was Ghost type or Dark type didn't actually affect Psychic. And I think that was just kind of interesting how things just like change, and could change so fast like that over just like 1 or 2 generations of a Pokemon game. Or just a game in general. And here's a question for you guys. What is something that, you've played a lot of, or a series that you've played a lot of? It could be like Zelda or Pokemon, something like that. And what's something that you notice has changed over time? So obviously we're talking about like Pokemon types, but also just like Zelda items and like Mario abilities and stuff like that. It's just interesting to figure out like what has changed, what hasn't changed. It's like, come on, Momo. Oh, you hit yourself in confusion, poor little baby. But yeah, just kind of interested about that. Especially for like Ocarina of Time in particular, with, just the differences between, I guess vanilla or OG Ocarina of Time versus Master Quest. But also with that, I don't know if I'm going to consider Master Quest to be like vanilla or not, because it's not like it's a DLC or modded or anything, so I guess that would be another question for you guys if you have played this. Now we're just gonna use Dragon Breath against this Alakazam, or against the Kadabra, not Alakazam, because, well, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be A, quicker, but also B, it does about the same damage, at least when it comes to taking down that last little bit of health. And if it survives, then so be it. We're gonna heal our Pokemon anyways after this battle. And let's see here. It does. I really love Dragon-type moves. All 6 defeated. Sheesh! What are those ink components doing? This is where I stop. This is where the buck stops. I mean, alright, that's what the other 6 have said. This rinse and repeat, I suppose. But also, I switched out our Pokemon just because, well, I thought maybe it would be better. But of course, if I had not switched out Quagsire or even Momo, it still would have been okay, but it's fine. It is what it is. But also now, speaking of types, with Dragon types in particular, let's see if we can actually switch out a Pokemon. I don't believe so, but maybe? Oh, we can. Okay, so I guess it was just for 1. Because I did try to switch it out for the first battle that we did, and we weren't able to. So, it is what it is. But anyways, I was going to say that I liked Dragon-type moves, and the reason why I wanted to mention that as well is because I think there's only like 1 Dragon-type move in the first gen, setting out Vibrava. I don't actually know if that's how you say it or not. It says saved it. But anyways, got interrupted by a move that we didn't even learn. But I was going to say that there's only 1 Dragon-type move in Gen 1, and that's Dragon Rage. And I just thought that was also kind of weird, but also interesting at the same time. Like, why is there only 1, considering, just Lance and also other Dragon Pokemon and stuff like that? But also, I'm pretty sure that's also a late game move, technically, because you can level up, your Magikarp to Gyarados, but we'll just ignore that. But it's also interesting how all these, different battles over here, as I have like 5 or 6, I don't think we have actually seen a full party yet. But then some of them only have like 2 or 3. So it's just interesting how everything just kind of mixes up. And apparently we just didn't need to switch out our Pokemon at all, because that was a really easy battle for us, which we will take. You made me lose! You're not going to hire me again after this. By you, I mean they aren't going to hire me, but you know what? Whatever, I said what I said. Just imagine him just being like that, like, shoot, I messed up so big time with saying you instead of they. Just having like a meltdown after we leave. I guess we're all a little guilty of underestimating you. You've earned some respect, but I'll make sure you regret having to come here. I mean, I'm going to make you regret saying that I'm going to regret coming here. It's like, why do they all want to challenge us? So I had to just be like, alright, you did battle those, let's just fight. You know what's going to be like, you know what we're going to say. But no, they don't have to do that. They don't say that at all. Yes, my words just kind of tripped over each other. It is what it is, and we can't use that. Actually, technically could use it against Duskull, but I don't think it's gonna do much. But still gonna use it anyways. Why the heck not? Ooh, also, since we're doing Poke Battles and stuff like that, okay, it's apparently it can affect it, although it doesn't do super effective, we will always cut it down. But since I've mentioned that this is one of my favorite Pokemon games, aside from like Gen 3 games, particular Emerald, what is your guys' favorite Pokemon games? I don't believe I've actually asked that before. And, or more than one Pokemon game, because I know there's a lot out there and a lot of them are actually really good. Like, the newest one for like Arceus, I don't, obviously nobody really knows anything about Scarlet and Violet yet, because not much information actually came out for that. But, Arceus though, it was a pretty good game. It wasn't my favorite, but also wasn't really bad at the same time. That's right, Swift doesn't actually affect that. Should have just used some move, like Helping Hand or something like that, but that is fine. It's just about to be done anyways. And after this, unless it uses Sable, we should be able to use that. But also a dual question, which would be the opposite of what I just asked, depending on if you want to answer both, answer none, or answer this one. Which one is your least favorite Pokemon game? Even if it's something that's like really minor, something like that. Because I've mentioned Arceus, which, I mean, I liked it, but I like the other Pokemon games a bit better. Damn, dude, did you just like burn yourself on the spring? Because I think Espeon and Umbreon both have the ability to pass on the, conditions against one another. But okay, should be able to switch the Pokemon. If so, we're going to switch out our poor Burning Boy for Umbreon. Also, yes, I did rename both Espeon and Umbreon, and the reason why, I named Divine, and Bestow is really just because of the name raider. I just liked how he used the word divine. I was like, this kind of suits Espeon, I think. And then Bestow, I don't know, I just thought it was a nice word to use as well. Burn Coughing? It will not, but that is okay. I'm gonna use Calm Mind, but I don't think that's gonna really help you that much. And I'm pretty sure Bite is also a physical move and not a psychic move or special move. I don't know why it's called a psychic move. It's definitely not a psychic move considering what we use, but we'll go with it anyways. And now, get out of here, Coughing. I don't want you burning. I don't want you poisoning our Pokemon. Which, I mean, technically, I guess, depending on the move, you could technically be burning the Pokemon. Certain poisons, like acid and stuff like that, kind of burns the skin. It's Big Owie. Oh, and Owl moved first, using Dragon Breath. Sadly, Bestow wasn't the one to defeat Curlia, but at the same time was the one that almost did. And goodbye, Curlia. Also, here's a, a reminder to drink some water, because in between, stat and to this, that jump in between, I just decided to just drink some water. See, this is why you don't get so cocky when you're going to go into battles. Even if it's somebody you think is weaker, like, come on, it's just common sense. I should have battled you. I should have battled you in the first place. I shouldn't have battled you, not I should have. And okay, another Cipher, which, okay, we only need to do 10, because that big boy, right over here, I don't know where I'm pointing, right over here, there we go, is our boss. So it looks like this is going to be our last fight for this episode, so let's go ahead and do this. You've done well to get here, but there's no next battle after this. I'll destroy you thoroughly. Make sure that's what the last woman said. I'm actually kind of concerned for our next battle though, because I know he is actually pretty strong, which makes sense because he's a boss. He should be a bit stronger than the other Pokemon. The other Pokemon, yes, he himself is a Pokemon, but he should be a little bit stronger than the others have been as well. And also 2 Geodudes, which, is helpful for us because A, we got Zipper, but also B, we got Solar Beam over here. Ooh, we're gonna use it against this one over here, because why not? I wonder if the third one is also going to be a Geodude, kind of just like fighting Mirror B. Once again, I still don't know if I'm supposed to be saying Mirror B or if it's another way of being able to see it. And aha! That's right. Zipper is like a lifesaver when it comes to self-destruction because of its ability. So, thank you, my lady. Thank you, my lady. Otherwise, that would have been a big oof. And I'm guessing why this is why the dude decided to just be really cocky. So I'm glad I wanted to change that out. Otherwise, we would have lost 2 Pokemon. At least I would assume so, because self-destruction is kind of a big move right there. And, ooh, yeah, good job, Zipper. I also would be able to KO Sand Flash. If not, that's perfectly fine, because it's a little bit stronger. Huh, just barely survived using Dragon Breath. And alright, Dragon Breath actually just does that instead. And you would have thought Surf would also do damage against, things like Dig and stuff, considering it makes a fissure and it would go in. But oh well, I'm guessing it's because it covers it up just enough. But it's also interesting to think about, like the ocean and just things not really getting affected at the bottom because it's already in the water. It also makes me think of SpongeBob with the freaking keep at SpongeBob and fire in the water. And all that logic and the fact that it break the 4th wall and everything. I love SpongeBob. Why are you so strangely strong? Maybe it's because I leveled up on my Pokemon before this. Also, I kind of knew that you would words. Yeah, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. I don't even know where I was going with it. Don't get a swelled head just because you beat me. Master Dayum will deflate your pride real quick. And that is why we're gonna go back and heal our Pokemon and whatnot. And yeah, in the next episode we'll just fight him. So, with that, obviously, we're gonna leave it here. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Slap the subscribe button, so something down in the comments down below. Do what you do, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm so sorry for punching you guys there. I just punched the mic arm there. Peace.